Hi there. This week is Sherry Week, so to celebrate that wonderful occasion, I thought we should try something special. This is Equipo Navazos' Bota de Manzanilla 93. So this is Bota, a cask of Manzanilla, single cask bottling. Supposedly, I believe there were 5,000 bottles of this particular run of the solera were bottled, so possibly more than a single cask. Equipo Navazos, a company that are making a name for themselves quality-wise by going into old bodegas, finding these fabulous soleras of wonderful mature wines and bottling them up, buying them up, bottling them up separately. So, a Manzanilla, traditionally Manzanilla, coming from a Fino style, coming from San Lucar de Barramedía, down by the on the sea, so touch cooler, and as a result the floor yeasts that grow on the top of the sherry eating a little bit of the alcohol, making sure there's no sugar in there, and creating aldehydes and giving the wines its distinctive aromas. So we've got a wine here that is, I'm serving this just incidentally in a larger glass here because they suggest, you know, just treating it as you would any quality white table wine. So say a Chardonnay or something like that, and drinking it in the same way as well. So giving you plenty of opportunity to swirl it there. Seems a touch cloudy. Some of that may simply be the fact that it's cold and frosting the glass, but nonetheless, it's this lovely pale golden tawny colour. Not particularly enormous tears being shown on the glass, because as a Fino, it's not as concentrated as all that, because the floor yeast will consume a lot of the solids within the wine. Smelling it, gosh, it's pungent. The aromas are quite restrained, but there's a very clear, delicate aldehydic note in there, and as the aromas open up in your nose, those aldehydes sort of become quite rich in the middle, almost sort of citrusy, sort of high tone mandarin orange, or a candied peel sort of notes, perhaps a waft of smoke as well. Tasting the wine, wonderfully pungent, absolutely bone dry, because as I say, floor yeast growing on the top will consume all the sugar that's in there, so no you know, most dry wines will have a couple of grams per litre of sugar in them, but this is completely dry. There's almost a slight astringency to it as a result. Flavour's very long, again very pungent. It's that sort of aldehyde, candied peel, but there's a richness in there that's almost, like I say, hinting at mandarin oranges, and a sort of a smoky charcoal note on the very finish, and the flavours just last for a long time. The acidity, being a sherry, shouldn't be too high, but yet there's a freshness to it because it's just so dry that any crispness in there is accentuated. Wonderful long flavours, really exciting, flavoursome quality wine. This particular bottling was produced in 2019, the label said, so you know, not really sorry, did I show you that? Not really necessarily the freshest example of this, almost sort of getting touches of almondy notes, maybe, or but almost slightly sort of fresh hazelnut from a little bit of development possibly in the bottle, but also because it's that slightly older, sort of, they say an average of 7 years, the wines in here. So wherever you are, however you like your sherries, dry to sweet, I hope you're celebrating Sherry Week. Bye now.